Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, in the last episode, we made our way to Meridian, and we bumped into Erend, whose sister Ezra is now dead, unfortunately. And Erend, begrudgingly so, let us into Olin's house here, and through investigation, is that a Thunderjaw picture on his wall here? I missed that previously. We found a massive hatch underneath where we found out that Olin's wife and son have been kidnapped, and his this unknown man that's getting him to dig at these excavation sites is ordering him to essentially do his bidding and is watching through his focus. Now, we've made our way to Meridian, but we met Erend basically at the front. Now, we saw the village, we saw the farm. So this episode, we're going to do some exploring around this top part of Meridian here.
So many come to the Sundom and can't be bothered to work.
We're workers. So we're just going to go around here and speak to people. Now, we've got a character here.
Nice. Smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
You can tell us if it's some kind of spice. See what I did there? Clever.
You're an outlander. Nora from the
Hello, you can.
I bet you're a machine hunter, too.
I've hunted my share.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother with the Hunter's Lodge. If you're not Karja, you'll never rise in the ranks.
We heard about the Hunter's Lodge way back when we did our first Hunter's trials.
What's wrong with the hunting lodge?
It's cool to go there, actually.
Nothing, if you like stuck-up bigots. I'm known as a skilled hunter back home in Banur, so I thought I'd try my luck at the lodge.
This might be our first Banuk
Hunt
person.
machines,
Banuk?
gain ranks, see
Banur?
who's best. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's all rigged to keep the Karja at the head of the line. I don't need those snobs to tell me I can hunt. I'm going home.
Okay, so yeah, do they only take
Are you saying
Karja?
that you have to be Karja to join the lodge?
No,
Or they just
take other tribes. But they
rise
have
through the
rules
ranks,
in
got
place
ya.
to keep outlanders from gaining ranks. When Sun King Avad took over, he promised a new day, Meridian open to all. But it's a sham. Sure, you can get a seat at the feast, but you just can't eat the food.
We've heard mostly good things from the Sun King, but maybe all's not as it seems. Or this guy's projecting his own downfall onto other people as excuses.
Sounds like someone needs to shank things up at the lodge.
Maybe.
Maybe. But it isn't going to be me. If you decide to go, be sure to give them a good old-fashioned Banuk farewell mark in my honor.
Banuk,
A
not Banuk.
Banuk farewell mark. What's that?
Piss on the floor. Preferably someplace they won't find it until it gets nice and
Osaram
sour.
spit on the floor. Banuk's piss on the floor. Now I'm gonna... Ooh! Merchant. Hello! We would like some... Wait. He literally just sells... He just sells treasure boxes. Oh. Oh, we need crystal brazen for that. When it says game, are we talking meat or blue gleam boxes? What are these? They like these pack openings in this game, don't they? I wonder if we can actually buy any of them. Hold on here. You can get an outlaw dart box. 1 desert glass. Purchased. We have some slag shine glass. Purchased. He's got gambling boxes as well. This is the guy I wanted to bump into. Oh my goodness, and now we have 20 gambler boxes. That's 200 shards. 21, sorry, because one of them has a rock in. Now the random weapon and modification, we haven't had a good one. Special modification box. Box holding a very random... sorry, a random very rare weapon or outfit modification, but that's like half our price. We got things we need to buy, man. Thank you, though. Okay, so we have a ton of merchants to speak to here. And I just saw a specialty merchant there, so it seems like... The Hunter's Lodge. We're going there. We're going to open our boxes, and we're going to the Hunter's Lodge. I've been excited to get to this Hunter's Lodge. It was mentioned to us maybe episode 4? I think it was just after the proving. And I said we'd go through some of them, but... We've done 0. I'm getting distracted here. Treasure boxes. Okay, so a full health potion. That's good after I wasted one last episode. Let's see if our gambling paid off here. So we've spent 200 metal shards on these. That's 9 back. That's 11, 26, 41, 61, 67, 87, 91, 97, that 112. Oh, and this is our dark box. Okay, not anything exciting in there. Rock bundle. We're at 112. Blast trap in our other one. Okay. 115, 135, 50, 158, 163, 165, 180, 189. We made profit. 209. Okay. It's 24 metal shards profit, but every little helps here. Okay, Hunter's Lodge is this direction. Although we have... Hold on, we have a guy to speak to over here. Go speak to him first. Or her. We don't know. Oh, a merchant as well.
All right. What did you want to discuss?
You're
hold
an
on.
outlander,
He wants to
which is
discuss
good.
something with us.
But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like many in your tribe?
We were an outcast, so we don't
Although
really
some can be
follow
dangerous.
Then
Nora
you may have
traits
come across what I seek.
as much as you might think.
In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the old ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
What do you have? And actually, what are these vessels? I don't think we've seen any.
What sort of ritual were these
Might be
vessels
wrong.
made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard.
Pretty
One for
useful.
water, one for lotion, and so on.
Alright.
Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking.
This
But
guy
which
has got a
vessel
good
was
beard.
used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
So we got
Are you sure
we got a
people
beard
just
grooming
drink out of them?
researcher.
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous.
This guy's got a character to him, isn't he? I want to hear more about him.
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
You might struggle
Don't
there,
look at
buddy.
me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking.
Yeah.
In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me.
Arranged
I
marriage,
wish I
eh?
had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels.
Who's this poor lady that's or a male that your father set you up
trade
with?
quickly. I have work to do.
Okay, so he's got reward boxes. Interesting. So we have none of these ancient vessels. Pharaoh Arches, Drone Hop, Wayfarers. Berlin Malki, KZ. Right. Okay. He's got a map for these special flowers as well, but we've already bought some of these, so now I'm confused as to... I actually haven't bought the Bainuk figures. There we go, that's them purchased. Okay, so I need to
I will
remember...
leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
Alas?
Yes, you look capable. You might do.
I need to
Come
remember
here, if you
him
will.
because we might need him again soon. We're spoilt with merchants, aren't we? I think I've already bought his boxes though. Yes. Okay. We'll leave you for now. Thank you though. Ooh. Supply crate. Another gambler box. They're speaking to my soul right now. Aloy has become a gambling addict. I don't know where it's coming from.
You there? Can you help me? Just
Who
a
are you?
moment of your time, please.
Rayvan?
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight.
Oh.
If only you'd use
Okay,
it to
so
help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Aaron's spreading the message, is he? Yeah, what about this
Why
sword?
would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
Do we really care about the nephew?
How
Oh,
did
let's
your
ask.
nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution.
Interesting.
As
Okay.
an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
Gotcha. Any leads on the thief?
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It
All
was
details,
brazen
please.
and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Imagine this is actually his brother that's the thief.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape.
Or it's a
Listen,
steward.
All I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Robbing the rich. It really, when you get to Meridian, they just say, hey, look, here's a load of quests for you to do, and they're all seemingly quite interesting. And we got the Hunter's Lodge here to finally get to. Hey, team. How do I get to this exclamation mark here? Sorry. Ooh, fish. Wait, what did I hear there? I have no idea. There's a splash of something going on somewhere and I can't see it. You have a good fun time with that Thunderjaw because we are not the guy. There we go, looks like it's this direction. Now, of course, we're getting better at the saving at the campfires. Hold on, maybe it's not this direction. It looks more like we're heading towards the Hunter's Lodge. Supply crate, thank you. Can we open this gate? No. I mean, I'm sure it's Aloy we're talking about, right? So you can probably climb up somewhere. And it's me we're talking about. I probably just skip the climb. I love it in games when you come to just like the big city. Places to explore. Multiple merchants to speak to. Let's go.
You're looking
Kantara.
for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for
I
them.
don't think we do. Because we've literally only just bought the map for the
Tell me
Banuk
more about these
figures.
Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now
Right.
they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them. If you have any.
I don't think we do.
You
How-
said the king
yeah.
named you an envoy to the Banuk?
How'd you get in this position,
Yes, I've been to Ban-Ur many times,
Gotcha.
and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
Very interesting considering we just
You
met that
ready?
Baynuk
Let's trade
person.
then.
Obviously didn't have a great time at the Hunter's Lodge. We don't have any of these, but okay. So once you get to Meridian, the need for... So I
Come
assume
on
there's going to
back
be
if you
like a
find
metal
any-
flower guy
found any
somewhere.
Banuk-
The need for collecting all these things. I actually can't see one there, but you've obviously got the metal flowers. There are Banuk figures somewhere. Is this it here? Here we go. There's not any really near us either. There's so much to do still. Holy moly. Wow.
Relics in the
Exciting
wilds,
stuff.
Outlander?
And this is just a regular merchant. A dirty basket. Why do we want to buy that? Just a load of dirty things. Eh? Well, if you're just going to sell dirty things, we may as well sell you... Oh, no, wait. Oh, my God, we're almost buying there. I don't want to do that. But, okay, so now I know that these can actually be used. I'm holding on to them. Alright, the Hunter's Lodge is up this way. Making sure I haven't missed anything obvious. There we go, there's a guy over here. Hello, sir.
Adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Us. We have Bert and that's it. I'm
Outlander.
Bumba.
Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of
Right,
you.
okay, relax.
Stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you.
The world's after
I
Aloy.
heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate.
I like how
To
Aloy
just
listens.
investigate, that's all. Those
What's that?
Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to
This guy's
find the
got good
last
hair.
man you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Yeah, we want to know more about this rumor,
So is
please.
there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learn how they do it, think how valuable
Interesting.
that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
It sounds like the Banuka people we can actually, like, we can go to their home as well.
What
Exciting
can you tell
to
me
know.
about the Banuk?
The Banuk women, snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold...
Hold what?
They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping
Hold
them
on.
out of the stuff.
Gotcha.
They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Yeah, what do you need
If I did
exactly,
look
buddy?
into your rumor,
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon.
Anvil of the moon, eh?
You look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Alright. Okay. Okay. The Banuk are really coming into this game now, aren't they? And this is the Hunter's Lodge. We've heard so much about. With no supply boxes outside,
This
how
is the
disappointing.
Hunter's
Oh my
Lodge.
goodness.
Only members and invited guests are allowed in.
We were invited, I
How do get
believe.
invited?
You've come all the way from the Savage East, right? You must have come across some of our hunting grounds. Each
Just the
one
one.
has a set of hunting trials. If you pass a trial, you get an award called a half-sun. Win 3, and I'll let you in. Now off you go.
Oh man, we got a blazing sun, but we can't even... Man! Right. We get in there soon. Actually, I'm very tempted to go now, but we need to continue exploring Meridian while we're here. This guy just sells lenses. Ooh, do you sell? So it'd be interesting to buy a long lens here and see how much they're buying, and a Snapmore. See how much they are buying down on the farm. See if we can make money through that way. Big bit of machinery there.
What did you want to talk about?
Who do you?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer.
Dressed like
I
Aladdin.
used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds.
Look,
Speaking
what
of which,
word?
I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of
We have metal flowers.
It's made of
Something
metal,
we've done.
like a machine.
Yes, we have one.
Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients.
Who are your clients?
If you bring
eh?
me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
We've got metal flowers. We
said
don't
you
need to
were an
ask about metal
adventurer.
flowers.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out.
My
So now I
paramour.
collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet. But the embrace of my beautiful Theridine is sweeter still.
Oh my goodness, Feradine's a hell of a name.
Ah.
Look at
let us
Aloy
haggle
asking
over
what
this
love's
beautiful
like, eh?
bounty.
10 metal flowers, we have one! I need to start collecting. Gotcha.
Till we meet again.
The game has given me the
Let's have a
message
chat.
loud and clear here.
Full discussion.
Okay. Hold on, I saw that. Hello. We're collecting, we are. Oh, there's so much to go and do and see, it feels like. Now, is this where we entered from? Right? Maybe not. This looks like a palace up here. Hold on. Is the king home? Are you going to turn me away, probably, right?
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Gotcha. I expected as much. Wow. So, okay, so we can get invited to the palace at some point, it sounds like. Oh my goodness. What a place to live. And we've got beautiful cities in this world of ours, but they're not like this. Hold on. Hold on. Am I... Oh. Is this not... It is something, sorry. The Mad Sun King. The reign of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad Sun King Duran's act, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly, the savageries committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on the foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice of Red Raids. We've heard of the Red Raids. But a Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and can be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest, the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Jesus Christ. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun piled the corpses of their fallen up the walls of their villages so his kestrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. Ridiculous. And in the Valley of the Barbarian Nora, interesting they were called the Barbarians. Terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were drooped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you might think it reported by their own chattering skulls once piled outside the city gates. And this guy was a fun guy, eh? Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Interesting. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, bloody in the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as the loose behemoths careened through the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazed bloodletting did the mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. What? Yes, fair-haired Cadaman of the dawn's rising, so degrading and doomed from the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the mad Sun King Duran's miseries cannot be found in the history annals or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priest. It is with a heavy heart that I describe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. Wow. So that guy really was a mad bastard, eh? Okay, we actually can't get up here. So there's glyphs and stuff to be found around Meridian also. And I really don't want to leave any stone unturned here. Here we go. Another bit of breeding to do. The liberation of Meridian. An official account ascribed by the reckoners of the Sun Priest and marked the emblems of truth by exacting Varan, who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Duran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favoured heir was put to death. We just read about the Caraman. His crime was to demand an end to his father's acts of bloodshed, and his sacrifice set that end in motion. Ah. Okay, so Duran had a second heir, the Radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. Interesting. All night they travelled northwards, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was when Duran made this proclamation, they had already travelled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sundom and crossed into Ossaram territory. For Avad was canny and planned to negotiate terms with the Ossaram. Avad is the Sun King currently, right? He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa. It wasn't Esra, I do apologise. I think I said Esra earlier. Fierce Ossaram warrior who Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ursa had been brought to Meridian as a captive destined for sacrifice, but she survived the Sun Ring, wow, killing 2 Kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honour of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who returned at once to the Ossaram homeland. Now desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Ossaram he had helped to free. Ursa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a warband and move to overthrow Duran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. So I guess he was successful then, and so was Ursa. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the Liberators. Yet wise Avad knew that Duran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing their lives of its citizens as it would hold the holy city against siege. He found Kestrels and city guard already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot. But Avad's Ossaram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire the salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. Once the smoke cleared, the Liberators attacked in 3 groups. One attacked the walls, another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the city gates with cannon fire. Right. There were scenes of brutality and chaos. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun Ring slave pits were opened, 100 spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Duran's supporters seized their chance to flee with this flood of unfortunates. Interesting. They escaped with those trying to escape. Duran ordered his trusted Kestrels to take Itamen, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Helis, Terror of the Sun, cleaved the way through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. savagery of Helis and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Itama and his mother, the Dowager Queen Nasadi, we met Nasadi, and the High Sun Priest for Harvest escape. Wow. They were in the estate, right? Avad confronted Jiran in his solarium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Jiran's death proved that the Sun had renounced his legitimacy. Wow. The Sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out to the west, where it remains to this day. So was a cycle of things corrected, in this, the first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Holy moly. A lot of lore, a lot of reading, a lot of learning. Interesting to hear them characters as well. Right, this is where we entered, I'm pretty sure. So I believe we've done a full loop now of Meridian. At least it seems so, at least. Right. Let's have a word with the steward while we're here.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Oh, not you. Over here. Wait. Oh, here he is, sorry.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
Couldn't see him.
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Right. Optional and was pretty useless. Gotcha. Can we go in here, Rayvan? We cannot. So, through a window. So, we're looking for a window, essentially, right?
Drops
Yeah.
of blood leading away.
And he went from here.
I love this bit.
Oh, wow. He might actually still be in Meridian. I didn't even think about this. Hello, fellow geese. I say fellow. We are not a geese.
I'm still on the trail.
Right. Oh, exciting. So, he could still be in Meridian.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. Someone must have seen the thief.
And that someone is Kiari. Hello.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
I would say we can compensate you, but cloth is expensive, and I'm not entirely sure how much you spent. Right. He went down the stairs behind me. Is there no track we can trace here? Doesn't look like it. So he's down this way. But he's bandaged up the blood, apparently.
I've never broken bread with an outlander.
Has anyone seen a guy with a sword here? Go to the base of the stairs. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Once we open this supply box. Thank you. Right.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Okay. Move out the way, small child. Jesus. Anyone seen a thief here? With a sword?
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
Rakasha, lovely.
Did you see anyone run through here? He
With a
would have been
sword?
holding a sword.
Yeah, almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help.
You put it in this supply crate, maybe.
That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
What merchant stall? That's so cool. Return to the merchant. Okay. Okay, so we got a bit of back and forth going on here, right? Aloy the investigator. The best detective in the land. So we expecting to see... Want us to talk to Kiadi again?
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere.
Are you an accomplice?
Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen.
What's the story, eh?
You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit.
Right.
The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Okay, so this is interesting because Aloy went down to the pool first, right? Us playing as Aloy. So, and this is a convenient time to use our fast travel pack actually. So, if this is a robbing the rich scenario, I feel bad after hearing a story about robbing them. However, do I feel that bad? I don't know. I would say could he pay it back, but you know, he has been robbed. He's got me playing with my morals here.
That'll help.
This actually might be the first episode we don't use a bow and arrow or a spear. Potentially. Seems to be some talking. The watermill, hello! What's going on here?
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds.
Okay.
They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Well, but collect valuable objects is a bit obvious, right? What about
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
Are we going to have to buy back the sword?
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
We're
I
torn.
was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it.
That's a good
But only if you
good
return the
deal
sword
right
to the
there.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
It's always the ones you least
Okay.
expect that cause you trouble.
Okay, we can go to the fork in the road. But we will be going to the fork in the road next episode, because unfortunately I have run out of time for today in this recording session. I need to go off and do some things, but I want to stay in this world. But I am having an absolute blast. So probably a longer episode coming up next time out. We'll go to the fork in the road. We will try help out Kavir there. I believe that was his name. and hopefully return the sword to Rayvan. But until then, I've been JD. It's been another episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Good to actually take our time this episode just walking around Meridian and, you know, making sure that we check out every little crevice. Now, we do need to get entry into the Hunter's Lodge, so we got a few little side quests we can get on with next episode. We can pick up some more Blazing Suns, or Half Suns actually, we only needed 3 of them. And we can go finish this little side quest with Robin the Rich. But until then, please leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe if you want to see what's to come still in Horizon Zero Dawn. I've been JD, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.